I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no.
Let's start off with Tenten. She is a master of weapons. Over the course of the series, she showed amazing proficiency in using all kinds of blades, from the kunai to the manriki gusari. During the 4th Great Shinobi War, she was shown to use the high-tier weapon Bashosen effectively, even though she had never seen it before and had no knowledge of it. Tenten summons her weapons from a scroll. She's also good in the sealing arts, as she has been shown to seal water in her scroll, which she can also summon when fighting. In the Boruto anime, she also summon puppets from her scrolls, which she can use to manipulate her weapons to high proficiency. Ino of the Yamanaka clan is not exactly who you will refer to as a strong Kunoichi, but she does have a pretty useful technique. She is decent in a team, as she is part of her generation's Ino Shikucho trio. You might not know, but she is skilled in earth and water release, and during the Chunin exam, her taijutsu was strong enough to keep up with Sakura. She is very skilled in her clan's mind-body switch technique, as well as the mind-body disturbance technique. During the 4th Shinobi War, she used the mind-body transmission technique to connect to the entire allied force, and in episode 145, she used the mind disturbance technique to force her opponents to attack each other. Ino is an excellent sensory ninja, and she is currently the head of Konoha's barrier team. Shizune is an apprentice of Tsunade, so clearly she is a medical ninja. Her taijutsu might not be exceptional, but as a jonin, she was skilled enough to hold off Kabuto in a brawl. Her knowledge of sealing jutsus is at a high level, as she led the sealing of the three-tailed beast. The medical ninja is a master of poison techniques. Against Kabuto, she was capable of emitting dangerous poison from her mouth, and even poison her kunai to inflict fatal wounds. Tsume is Kiba's mother, in case you have forgotten. As a leading member of the Inazuka clan, Tsume is highly proficient in the clan's techniques. Karui, the Kumagakure Kunoichi, is quite skilled in lightning release, and she's also a capable swordsman. She combined both skills to devastating effects when she massacred a horde of White Zetsu army in the 4th Shinobi War. Yugao is an Anbu member. After training with Hayate, her skills with the sword exponentially improved, and she has now mastered a number of sword techniques, such as the Hazy Moon Knight and the Dance of the Crescent Moon. She used these techniques when she faced a reincarnated Hayate in battle. Yugao has amazing skills as a sensory ninja, as was stated when she was assigned to the role of tracking down the thief who stole the Kia scroll from her division. Lastly, she is adept at sealing techniques, as she can seal corpses into her scrolls, and she has also shown a little knowledge of medical ninjutsu. Samui's only fighting scene in the series is when she joins Atsui and Darui in the battle against Kinkaku and Ginkaku. She fights using a weapon, her Tanto. She has been shown to be highly knowledgeable about her opponents, as she easily analysed the Gold and Silver Brothers, as well as the 4 mystical weapons they wielded in the battle. She is very good with her Tanto, as was shown during this fight. Fu is the first jinchuriki on this list, and she is the host of the 7 Tails. Being a jinchuriki, she is a highly skilled shinobi with notable speed and stamina, as was shown when she arrived first at Tsunagakure during a race. Her speed and stamina, especially in flight, were also evidence that she could evade several of Killer Bee's attacks. Fu is also capable in defense, as she is able to produce a cocoon to slow down her chakra extraction. She used this technique against Hoichi when he tried to extract the 7 Tails from her. Forgive her for trying to put Itachi under a genjutsu. Yeah, that was a stupid move. Kurenai is a genjutsu prodigy, and after Itachi left the village, she was seen as Konoha's #1 genjutsu user. Asuma's baby mama is also capable of moving through surfaces, as we saw during her battle with Itachi and Kisame, as she could pass through trees. Anko, apart from being Orochimaru's student, is also the only survivor of Orochimaru's Cursed Seal of Heaven. After the legendary snake-like shinobi used her as a test subject, Anko is highly skilled in snake techniques, such as the twin snakes mutual death technique that she used to attack Orochimaru during the Chunin exam. Anko has also proven to be highly skilled in sensory and tracking, as she was assigned to lead the team tracking Kabuto. Anko is well versed in fire techniques, and she was also shown to use genjutsu in the Boruto anime when she caught several of the graduating kids in her genjutsu and also toyed with the new generation in Oshikacho, dodging several of their attacks. Karin is an Uzumaki, and so her powerful life force and massive chakra reserves are not surprising to anyone. The Kunoichi has previously worked under Orochimaru before joining Sasuke's team Taka. Karin is an amazing sensory ninja, utilizing her unique ability called the Mind's Eye of the Kagura that allows her to sense chakra of any kind. Her sensory skills are so advanced that she can distinguish a specific individual from a crowd even at a far distance. As an Uzumaki, she is also skilled in sealing techniques, as was shown during the war when she destroyed a portion of Yamato's giant wooden statue using the adamantine sealing chains technique. However, this power level does not take into account her sealing chains, and you will see a specific power level attributed to this version. This applies also to Kushina and Mito. Another Uzumaki on the list, none other than the red-hot habanero Kushina, the mother of Naruto. Even as a kid, she was described as strong and fierce. Among the Uzumakis, famed for their life force and chakra, she was a special one. Her chakra reserves were immensely large, with a more powerful life force that enabled her to survive the tail beast extraction for some minutes and also muster enough power to aid Minato in the sealing technique after being impaled by the Nine Tails. She was renowned for her unique ninjutsu and received praises from the Sanins. As a master of the sealing art, she was shown to also use the adamantine sealing chains technique against the Nine Tails. Mito, the wife of the legendary Hashirama Senju, completes the Uzumaki trio on this list. She was a jinchuriki like Kushina and was also said to be special among the Uzumakis, possessing a strong life force that ensures she lived through the 10 years of the first 3 Hokage. Mito, just like Kushina, possessed unique chakra that made her capable of suppressing the Nine Tails, and this was evidenced when she sealed the entire Nine Tails into herself. Not much is shown about her, but Kushina stated she was highly skilled in sealing jutsu, and she was a powerful Kunoichi. She has a rhombus shape on her head, resembling that of Tsunade's strength of 100 seals, so who knows, she might have had a similar technique. Temari is the elder sister of Gaara and is currently married to Shikamaru. She specializes in long-distance combat and has been hailed as one of the best wind users in the world. She passed through the grueling and intense training of Tsunagakure, and even as a kid, she was strong enough to kill Kyuyu, a member of the Sound 4, and also defeat Tenten with ease during the Chunin exam. Temari is very versatile with her wind techniques, possessing different jutsu such as the wind cutter technique and the cast net technique, which she used to inflict damage on the highly durable 3rd Hokage. Temari can also engage in close-range combat, and she fuses her fan with her taijutsu skills. She has been shown to summon a one-eyed weasel, which complements the strength of her wind attacks. Ameyuri was one of the members of the 7 Ninja Swordsmen. Being a member of the Swordsmen, she was one of the strongest Kirigakure nin of her time. She has a natural affinity for lightning release, which she can imbue her sword in. With these, it was claimed that her swords were the sharpest, being able to cut through anything. She can also use her lightning release in a number of ways, such as shooting it as balls or surrounding her opponents in the lightning. As a testament to her might, Guy once stated that not even 100 Chunin can beat her. Hanabi is the current heiress of the Hyuga clan, and in line with her clan's way, she is very efficient in taijutsu, while also wielding the Byakugan dojutsu to good effect. As a kid, even without intense training, she was able to keep up with and also surpass her elder sister Hinata in combat. She has an extensive mastery of the gentle fist technique, and is able to perform advanced Hyuga techniques such as the 8 trigram palms revolving heaven. Grandma Chiyo was the grandmother of Sasori and the most respected puppeteer and poison expert in Tsunagakure. Besides being a puppet master, she is well skilled in ninjutsu, taijutsu, fuinjutsu, and medical ninjutsu. Her skills in fuinjutsu were evidenced when she sealed away the one-tailed beast inside Gaara. Her ninjutsu is puppet mastery, which allows her to control various puppets with her chakra threads. In the absence of puppets, she is also capable of attaching her chakra threads to humans and control them in place of puppets. Her most powerful technique is the White Secret technique, the Chikamatsu collection of 10 puppets, which allows her to contain 10 powerful puppets, each with a single finger. This technique is so powerful that it was said she used it to bring down an entire castle. Furthermore, she was able to use it to destroy Sasori's 100 puppet technique with the help of Sakura. Hinata, as a member of the Hyuga clan, possesses the Byakugan, one of the most powerful Kekkei Genkai in the entire series. Amongst her abilities include the 8 trigrams, which is touted to be the strongest taijutsu when used in combination with the Byakugan. She was once able to use the 8 trigrams, twin line fists, to fend off pain for a brief moment, and also use the 8 trigrams 64 palms to repel one of the Tentail's mini clones. Upon gaining Hamura's chakra from Temari, she gained a considerable increase in her strength. Her strength increased so massively that she was able to help Naruto in destroying the Tenseigan. Yugito is a kunoichi from Kumagakure and the jinchuriki of Matatabi. She has a natural affinity for fire release and is well skilled in ninjutsu and taijutsu. When using taijutsu, she is capable of growing claws on her fingers to attack her opponents. She is also capable of using the mouse hairball technique, a mouse-shaped object embedded in blue flames which splits into multiple clones and pursues its target, exploding upon impact. She is also capable of unleashing a huge ball of fire which can destroy an entire building thanks to her bijou. Also shown is the fact that she's a skilled strategist, having been able to lure Idan and Kakuzu into a trap she had previously laid. Pakura is a Tsunagakure Kunoichi, well known for her scorch release Kekkei Genkai. She is a skilled close-range fighter as she was able to go toe-to-toe against Omoi, who happens to be highly proficient in Kenjutsu. With her scorch release, she is capable of producing flaming orbs, which she can freely manipulate. These orbs dry up and mummify her targets upon impact. Kurotsuchi is a Kurigakure Kunoichi and the current Tsuchikage. She is a complete fighter, being well versed in ninjutsu, kenjutsu, and taijutsu. She is capable of using fire, earth, and water releases, of which she can combine fire and earth to form the lava release Kekkei Genkai. With her earth release, she can shoot multiple earthen spikes to attack or impale her targets, hide underground, or unearth targets that are hidden underground, as she did with the massive white Zetsu army. She can also shoot molten lava at her opponents and solidify it using water release, which in turn entraps her targets. Konan was an Amagakure Kunoichi, revered as an angel and the only female member of the Akatsuki. She has an affinity for yang, water, earth, and wind releases. Her ninjutsu grants her the ability to manipulate and control paper, of which she can create or transform her body into. Worth mentioning is the fact that her papers are unaffected by water, as she was capable of fighting against Toby in the rain, and fire, as her paper was capable of overwhelming Jiraiya's fireball during their short battle. Her paper ability lets her shoot paper shurikens, bind her opponents, and suffocate them, as well as transform her own body into a slew of weapons such as spears. She is so strong that she almost killed Obito during their battle. The Uchiha only survived by sacrificing his Sharingan to activate Izanagi. The technique she used in achieving this feat was the Paper Person of God technique, where her opponents fall into an abyss with 600 billion paper bombs continuously detonating for 10 minutes. Mei is a Kunoichi from Kurigakure, and her strength made her attain the position of Mizukage. She possesses fire, water, lightning, and earth nature releases. She is skilled enough to have been able to corner and wound Sasuke despite him having his Susanoo ribcage active, thanks to her boil release Kekkei Genkai, which she forms by combining water and fire release. Her boil mist is corrosive in nature and is capable of melting her target upon impact. With water release, she is able to form a giant dragon and extinguish Madara's immensely powerful fire technique. She is also quite adept in taijutsu, being able to stop Black Zetsu from attacking Daimyo during the Fourth Great Ninja War. Kishimoto is sometimes criticized for his handling of female characters, and if things were to be different, Mei has the potential to be far stronger when you see the destructive range she has in her arsenal. Tsunade is a member of the legendary Sannin, whose skill earned her the position of 5th Hokage. She possesses lightning, earth, water, fire, yin, and yang nature releases. Her skills have earned praise from the likes of Madara, who claim that she's worthy of being a Kage. She has immense physical strength and is considered to be the best medical ninja of her time in the entire shinobi world. She also gained fame for being the only person to have ever been able to use antidotes to neutralize Chiyo's poison during the Second Great Ninja War. Perhaps her most remarkable feat was healing the multitude of the Hidden Leaf citizens during Pain's destruction of Konoha. Orochimaru also compared her creation rebirth technique to immortality, as it allows her to heal any sort of damage or injury she sustains regardless of the severity, at the cost of reducing her lifespan. She also possesses beastly brute strength and is quite good in taijutsu. Sakura is perhaps the most well-known female character and a member of the popular Team 7 alongside Naruto and Sasuke. Sakura's nature transformations include earth, water, fire, yin and yang. She is well known for her refined chakra control, brute strength and medical ninjutsu. She has been able to deal damage to the likes of Kaguya thanks to her incredible strength. Her medical ninjutsu has earned her praise from the likes of Tsunade, as she is capable of healing lethal injuries, organs, as well as extract and neutralize poisons. She is also capable of using the 100 healing technique, which grants her enormous amounts of chakra, thereby amplifying her attacks and abilities. The technique also regenerates and heals her injuries, letting her focus more on the combat. So there we go, guys. Like, share and subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys soon. This is AnimeScale out. Bye.